The court has stopped the planned sale of state corporations. The order was issued by a Nairobi High Court following a petition filed by the Orange Democratic Movement Party, which through its advocates argued that the Privatization Act was unconstitutional as it was not subjected to public participation. Abdikadir has more.
Justice Chacha Mwita in his order stated that a conservatory order is hereby issued suspending the implementation of Section 21, Subsection 1 of the Privatization Act 2023 or any decisions made pursuant to that section until the 6th of February 2024. Section 21, Subsection 1 of the Act states that the Cabinet Secretary shall identify and determine the entities to be included in the privatization program. This effectively stopping the National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Professor Njuguna Ndung'u from the privatization drive of the state corporations. The government had lined 11 state parastatals for sale. These include the Kenya Literature Bureau, the Kenyatta International Convention Center, Kenya Seed Company Limited, Kenya Pipeline Company, and the new Kenya Cooperative Creameries, among other state corporations set to be privatized. The ODM party, among the petitioners, argued in court papers the decision to privatize sovereign assets ought to be subjected to a higher threshold of public participation and a national referendum. ODM further argued the historical significance of some public assets in the establishment of Kenya as a multi-party constitutional democracy, as a nation-state entrenches them as strategic and cultural symbols of the Republic of Kenya that cannot be privatized without the consent of the people at a referendum.
And it's going to be a long process that incorporates people's views, and even after that, it has to come to Parliament, it has to be approved by the people's representatives, we have to do public participation, and we have to do it within the law.
A second petitioner, Peter Agoro, argued in court papers that parts of the bill culminating to the Privatization Act were influenced by the international organizations, including the IMF and World Bank, the external influence which he said undermines the perception of Kenya's sovereignty. Agoro adding, the Privatization Act undermines the authority of parliamentarians, raising questions about democratically provided checks and balances. The petitioners further argued that some sections of the Act do not provide for any adequate security guarantees or system of checks and balances for the integrity of the purported privatization programs as intended by the Constitution. Justice Mwita directed ODM to serve their papers to the respondents, with the respondents required to as well file their responses within 5 days. Submission by parties will be done on the 6th of February 2024. Ayub Abdikadir, Citizen TV.